So this says we're doing the review for test 2, part 4. We're going to do questions 4, 5, and 6. Okay. This from our book 2.7. It's, I think, the second last page. Okay, so we need that to help us. I mean, you shouldn't. Okay, so it just says match the equation with the graph. So here, if I have minus 3 on the end of something, so this says go down 3. So the parent graph looks like this. Starts in the absolute value of x, starts in the middle. So it has to go down 3. Well, this looks like it went down kind of 2 and a bit. But look, it has a 10. So 6, 8, 10. So each one is 2. So this went down 3. So this one is B. Now, if I have a minus in the front, it just means flip the thing upside down. So it was here, and now it's here. So this is this one. Now, the last one says this means go up 3, and this one on the inside, it's opposite. So if it says minus 2, it means right 2. So this one means go right 3. So it says go up 3 and right 3. So if this is what it would look like, it means go up 3 and right 3. So it's going to look like this one. Okay. So it's a little confusing, but how to fill out this chart. So the first one is which graph? 1, 2, or 3? The first one is graph 2. It's B. So the first one is B. I think that's what it means. Graph 1. A goes with B. This one matches graph B. This one matches graph C. And this one matches graph A. Oh, it's confusing. We got this. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay. It says graph the function. Okay, so y equals x squared, the parent function. Just looks like the happy face, the parabola. Okay. And the only way for it to make it go upside down is if there was a negative in front. So this went upside down, so it's not this because there's no negative. Okay. So now we have to figure out if it's this one or this one. So an easy way to do it, let's just make a table of values for some points. Okay. So if just a second. Okay, so let's just take some points. Negative 2, 1, 0, 1, 2. Let's make it negative. So it's 3x squared. So let's put the negative 2 in there. If I put a negative 2 in there, it's 4. 4 times 3 is 12. If I put a negative 1 in there, negative 1 squared is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. So 0, that'd be 0. And they're exactly the same, but just opposite. Okay, so let's check. Is it this one or this one? Okay. Negative 2, 12. Because it goes negative 10, it goes up by 2. So this is negative 2. That is certainly not 12. Let's try this one, negative 2. Just wait. Okay, that's negative 2, 12. It's not this one. Negative 2 is, oh, look, this is different scales. This is negative 5, and this, so this jumps by 2, and this is like 1, 2. So here's negative 2, and 12 would be up here. It looks like it might be this one. Negative 1 is 3. 1, 2. If you zoom in, it's probably going to be correct. 0, 0. And here, -1 is 3. It's not going to be this one. It looks like it's this one. It's not, doesn't look exactly perfect, and I think it's because it's not zoomed in. So if you click on zooming in, you'll see it's this one. Okay. So when we have a number in front of the x squared that is a big number that's bigger than 1, so it could be 2.5, 7, 10.5, as long as it's a big number bigger than 1, it stretches it taller. So it's pulled it and stretched it, so it's gotten a little bit skinnier. Okay, let's look at the next one. So, let's see. So 1/6 in front of something makes it vertically shrink, which is shorter and wider. So it's squishing something. And when you squish something, it gets a little bit wider. Okay, so normally it should look like this, where this angle is equal to this angle. So it's like exactly half of a 90-degree angle. So if I want to squish something, it's going to look like this or like this. It's getting wider. Okay. But there's a negative in there. Let's see what happens. We did this in class. When you put the absolute value, when you take the absolute value of something, what happens with the absolute value? It makes it positive, right? So nothing negative can ever come out of this. So it doesn't matter what I put in for x, my y value coming out is always going to be positive. And positive times a positive is positive. So I can't get any negative values from this. So I can't have negative values down here. So it must be this one. But let's just check and see what I'm talking about. Let's make a table of values. Okay, let's put in, let's do some easy numbers. 0. Let's go 6 and -6. I did that because of the 6 here. So 1/6 -x. So let's put a 0 in here first. Absolute value of 0 is 0. 0 times this is 0. So let's put a 6 in. 6. What's the absolute value of -6? 6. And 6 times 1/6 equals 1. Now let's put a -6 in here. I have to put a subtract -6. Negative times a negative is positive. What's the absolute value of 6? Positive 6? 6. So you see, no negatives will ever come out of this. So my y values are still always going to be positive. So it has to be this one. Okay? If x is 6, 2, 4, 6, y is 1. If x is -6, y is 1. Okay? So if you don't know exactly what is going to happen with this function, you can make tables of values, and that will help you.